Boy, oh boy, guys. Have you ever had someone literally try to hit you on your EUC? Well, I have, actually, multiple times. And today is no different. But today's offender, well, she actually tried to hit me for my own good. So, stick around to find out what that's about. But before we get to the sugar sweet lady who decided that she wanted to try to look out for me, we're going to talk about the gear that I'm rocking, shortcuts, like on EUCs, and why I absolutely love the EUC footprint. Just, it's insane. We're going to still be talking about the sync pads because I am still having fun with those. I am loving them. You can see it right here. So much freedom, so much power. I see pride. I see power. I see a bad pad that don't take nothing from nobody. But seriously, I absolutely love these pads. There's also some weird stuff coming from some people that own certain pads. I don't know why people just can't be happy for other people. And, you know, to see any negativity coming towards Roger or Grizzla for innovating and cooperating with each other, I just don't know how I feel about it, guys. I just don't know how I feel about it. With regard to the helmet, the one that I'm rocking right now with the Fortune Cat on the back and my Grizzla sticker, this thing is absolutely amazing. We got lots of field of vision, right? You can, because it's got like the chin bar with an open mouth, you can eat, you can drink, you can breathe without any sort of problems at all. It's just awesome. And honestly, like, it feels like it disappears when I ride, but when you need that sun protection, even though I got rid of the solar shield, which I'm going to bring back because I absolutely love that chrome look. It's got these flip down sunglasses things, which makes it an absolute joy, you know, during the sunny, very bright days in Florida. Guys, you see those pads? I mean, seriously, man, they just make gliding and whipping along so much fun. Now, the gloves that I'm rocking, those are the P1 Max from E-Rides. Now, there's these gloves that have been circulating from like eUni, I think. And man, dude, like, I'm good with innovation, and I'm not really good with like clones, like people actually cloning stuff. But I guess if you're going to clone something and you're going to sell it, maybe I'm not good with that. But an even deeper, an even bigger offense than that is to copy these gloves, these P1 Max gloves that I'm wearing, and then to say that you innovated and you worked on them and you made revisions when all that you did was literally copy somebody else. I don't know, man. That's just some weird energy. But the pads, the Grizzla seat and pad combo that I'm rocking right now, they are so comfortable and have taken such a beating on so many instances. So that little blue and yellow component, that little teal yellow component, as well as the yellow corners on the battery boxes, that's all Grizzla. I love that hop acceleration, dude. It always does a little skirt. So that's all Grizzla Gear, guys. And it has provided so much protection in so many different instances. It's an easy place to grab the V14 in order to pick it up. And it's really comfortable to sit down on. If you've tried to sit down on the V14 without a seat fixture at all, you know that it takes some flexibility, and it's never really a comfortable thing. Albeit manageable, it's never really a comfortable situation. So with the Grizzla seat, it makes it a completely awesome ride that's really functionally comfortable, super functionally comfortable. Have you guys tried the E-Rides pedals? Like, has anybody out there rocking the E-Rides pedals, or are you guys doing the Gripsters, or are you guys doing the Clarks? I'm actually kind of curious. Personally, I am all over the E-Rides pedals. I absolutely love the way that they feel. They're really rigid, they're hardy, like they don't break, they're super nice. They don't rust over time like some pedals do, and they fit. Like, Afiz puts a lot of effort into making sure that these things fit each and every wheel perfectly, and they're always machined with the highest quality metals for the job, whether the metal needs to be more flexible or that was a sick launch, guys. Come on, let's go. Dang, man. Ugh. All right, so whether the metals need to be flexible or super duper rigid, I mean, like, he always applies the things right where they need to go. So thanks for welcoming me home, I guess. The headsets are not something that I normally spend a lot of time talking about, but I did want to mention it because I don't want people wasting money like I did. Personally, right now, I use the Cardo head unit. Do you guys use the Cardo or Sena unit? Let me know down in the comments which ones you prefer. If you know, then you know. So tell me why, actually, also, like, if you use one of those two units. If you don't use a Cardo unit and you don't use a Sena unit, then I'm just going to let you know you're missing out. These units have an auto adjust that brings your volume for your music up as you are moving through wind noise, and it adjusts your vocals to make it fit over top of whatever ambient sound. So the noise canceling is absolutely amazing. For instance, I was riding on my way back from one of my clients the other day, and I was right in front of a fire truck. They drove right by me, and I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and she didn't even hear the fire truck driving right by. And honestly, if that instance hadn't happened, then I probably wouldn't be mentioning the Cardo unit at all. Have you had any weird eureka moments with your headset units where you're like, I cannot believe that they did that? Because I seriously can't believe how, like, witchcrafty the Cardo units are. I'm probably going to upgrade to the Neo just because I have the Pack Talk Edge right now. Or no, I'm sorry, I have the Spirit, the HD Spirit, and I can only talk to one other person. And going forward, I do want to be able to talk to more than just one person. So a bigger Bluetooth mesh is in order. If you're not using the Neo, then let me know what you guys are using so, you know, we can all talk to each other in the future. Assuming we go riding at some point, which we totally should. Come down to Florida, vibe with your boy. Speaking of girlfriend, she got me these pants, and I'm beginning to think that she got me these pants for some kind of reason. The V14, dude, it's easily the most power, this wheel, this electric unicycle that I'm on, it's easily the most powerful wheel that I've ever ridden in terms of being, like, responsive inside of city cuts, jump, seated riding. I mean, it's absolutely unreal. The power, the stop start, it's just crazy. It really allows for me to have the closest reflection of, like, my intention, like the closest rendition of my intention when I'm riding a wheel. The things that I'm thinking happen the quickest when I'm riding the Inmotion V14, and that's this electric unicycle that I'm on right now. One of the things that consistently makes me happy with regard to the sync pads, I mean, just being objective in terms of my user experience, is the vertical application, like the deloading, right? So, like, whenever I deload, I'm able to just pick my feet up. Like, I can deliberately pick my feet up really quickly, just boop, and it translates right through the wheel, and I have, like, no lag in feedback. So for funky acceleration, for getting over surfaces that are lacking in grip, whether it's because of sand, whether it's because of leaves, whether it's because of water, mold, algae, like if you're going over wooden planks and stuff, that's, you know what I'm talking about if you have to travel over that stuff, or rocks in the Northwest or in very, very like humid situations. Now, just talking about these bicycles right quick, you'll see I try to make sure that they don't even know that I'm getting out of their way, and I try to move at a pace that's very, very slow. I don't want them to necessarily know that I can blow past them at rocket speed. But once I got plenty of room and I'm clear, I get back into what I feel is the appropriate lane of the 3 lanes that I have right here, whether it's the cars, right, the road, whether it's the bike lane or the sidewalk. Out of the 3 places that I have to be right now, I feel like the bicycle lane is the place that I would prefer to be. If the bicycle lane was occupied or the sidewalk was, if the bicycle lane was occupied, I would default to the sidewalk. And if the sidewalk and bicycle lane were occupied, then I would wait for traffic to clear up, and then I would make my way into traffic. Always trying to be courteous and mindful of everybody else that's around me every single time that I'm stepping out onto this wheel. One of the coolest things about riding an electric unicycle absolutely has to be, in my opinion, the fact that you can take so many cool shortcuts. Now, whether you have the same sort of wooded areas around you that allow for, deep navigation of your local community via a lot of back trails, whether they're hiking trails or bicycle trails or just random cut-throughs, inside of Gainesville, we are literally littered corner to corner with all sorts of trails. And so for me, I'm able to find all sorts of unique cut-throughs that virtually make every single trip a straight line experience. So for instance, I recently had the move that I just had. I didn't know the routes yet, so when I first started, literally guys, this commute that I'm on right now was a 45-minute commute. After a couple of shortcuts, after the first shortcut, it got it down to around 30. And then I got another, like one of my buddies that's been in this town for a long time gave me a super duper dope shortcut. And that brought it down from 40 minutes all the way down to like 17 to 20 minutes, guys. That's a huge savings in time for adventure and exploration. So the form factor of the EUCs absolutely just cannot be beat, guys. I mean, because they're so narrow, right? And they can kind of fit anywhere. It just makes it a whole lot easier for you to be able to get around wherever you're trying to go, no matter another one of those hops. I'm telling you guys, that little hop acceleration, that's what I'm gonna start calling it, the hop acceleration. You heard it here first on Johnny Go Vroom, the hop acceleration. That to me is one of the coolest, sexiest ways to launch off on an electric unicycle. Now, my long commute was 40 minutes and I got it down to like 17, 20 minutes. And then the Kava Bar commute was something like 30 minutes. And guys, I got that thing to right around 12 minutes. I kid you not. I mean, that's with pepper on it, but it's right around 12 minutes. I'm gonna ask you to notice how much I'm swerving. And by that, I mean how much I'm not swerving, how much I'm not carving side to side. I have been a vast, avid, huge no-ponent, that's another word that you've heard here first. I am a no-ponent of carving on roads, of carving where cars can see you. So you will see me carve on some roads every now and again, but these are where there are zero cars at all. Now, I'm gonna want you to kind of pay attention to what's happening here in this intersection coming up. The big truck that's turns and then stops mid-intersection, effectively blocking up the bicycle lane. And then I'm going to turn the camera to the purple truck for you to log that for your memory. Eventually, that big car moves around the corner, but you saw that it blocked up the bike lane, right? So I had to move around it just a little bit in order to not get messed up, hurt, or whatever. They had nothing obstructing them, but they still blocked up the bike lane. I found that very peculiar. Now, I try to give as much berth and as much respect and courtesy as I can to every single person while they're on the road. This guy's coming up, I'm gonna give him wide berth, absolutely wide berth. When I say wide berth, what I mean is to always try to stay wide away from pedestrians or bicyclists, right? Try to match the pedestrian's speed or the bicyclist speed. Don't give them a reason to jump at all. Our job is not to bully people and get them out of our way. It's to already be out of their way, okay? Now check this out. I tried to jump and spin the camera around, but that pylon was there, so I had to spin the camera back the other way, and in all of the confusion, I almost racked myself, dude. I almost racked myself. I literally thought that I was about to die and wobble into that corner, and I was so shook about that whole situation. Every time I come up on an intersection, you're gonna see that I look back and I try to make sure that I give room for whatever is going to happen for any car that wants to turn. Now, I believe you're about to witness a very rare phenomenon. Oh my goodness. It only happens once every megajillion years. Now, you see, I always check to make sure, even if they don't have their turn signal on, they still may turn. So I'm always ready to respond to that. Now, we're coming up on a Publix right now. That's a grocery store down here in Florida. And since we're coming up on a Publix, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be turning in. And so I start getting ready for what that may look like. I start trying to keep my eyes peeled for whoever may be getting ready to turn. And even if they don't turn on their signal right away, I always try to just be ready for whatever may happen. And it's always a good thing to do it because right there you saw it. And, you know, it's an easy thing to do to kind of slow down and stop any weirdness from happening. And speaking of weirdness, here we go. I'm going to just kind of let the rest of this roll. I can't really call what the hell is happening. This woman has absolutely lost the plot. Right there. You saw it. She swerves at the lane. She squeezes her brakes, swerves at the lane. Then she tells me to get off the road. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. That is how somebody can try to hit you, but doing it for your safety, to make sure that you are okay, to make sure that you don't swerve anywhere and get hit. This is the new strategy. Guys, was she trying to look out for me? Is that how we show love? Man, look, I know it was a wild one. Ride safe. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. And as always, please hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot. And we'll catch up soon. Drop your wildest close call stories down below. And have you tried the sync pads? If so, let me know what you think. Cardo or Senna? Which team are you? And if you're rocking the copied gloves, man, don't tell me, and I'll pretend I didn't see it.